his chase on this Vladimir, and here it goes. Oh no, the camera got screwed up, but he's getting chased down by Lee Sin, who's actually going to get the kill on Tingy Scott. Beautiful play right there by this mid and this jungle, coming in at just the right time to help him support the team. Very, very good job. Here we have the bot lane. Misfortune letting her ultimate go off, clearing the waves. He has taken quite a bit of damage. He needs to be careful. Here comes the slow. Oh, and he might die. He's having to force the flash after being exhausted. He may not be able to make this. Goes the Misfortune slow, and they get away with it. Meanwhile, up top, there was quite a bit of trading going on, and Trundle just completely just munching down on this Jarvan, almost killing him. Now we see the Lee Sin coming in to hopefully kill this Soraka, which he might just do, but Soraka flashes out of the way and is safe, uses that heal to keep herself alive. Here we are getting the blue buff. Lee Sin is hoping to hopefully steal this. Not sure if he's going to be able to. Here he is coming in. This is very dangerous for him. This is a 2v1 situation. But they are going to take it uncontested. For the most part, uncontested. So we are seeing a little bit of a screw up there by CTPB, I mean. They got a little bit too aggressive here mid lane. That kind of spiraled downward as Maokai wasn't able to kill him fast enough, and his team basically came in and just helped to finish off the Maokai he was chasing. Though they are still obviously not out of this yet. They're basically charmed mid, getting engaged on. Seem to be trading here. He actually might be able to kill this Vladimir if he gets another Q off, if he has his ultimate, which I do not believe he does. If you look at here, he has 5 points in Q, so he is maxing that Q, trying to get that damage off. And going for the Foxfire, a lot of damage. And as his Foxfire is a very, awesome spell. It's extremely easy to use, but as I'm saying that, there's a gank coming in mid. The Q comes off onto Wibble. He's forced to use his ultimate, but he gets exhausted. He's going to have to start using his ultimate more, but Lee Sin decided to not engage further. Meanwhile, up top, we are seeing Jarvan come on top of this Trundle. He's ignited up. There comes the ultimate, but here goes the flash. And he might just get away with it, but he needs to be careful as he is very low. He's trying to bait him, but here comes Tingy Scott with the gank. Here comes the Trundle Spire, trying to slow him down. But meanwhile, the support actually kills support, while top gets away with 3. But meanwhile, bottom, the support killing the other support. I'm not sure what happened there. Ezreal probably got her low. Soraka probably just getting the last hit there. Those bananas are very, very, very OP. Getting nice Qs to the face. That Soraka support works really, really well with Ezreal. Someone who, may lose a lot of health and definitely needs that mana. But here comes Lee Sin with the gank. Here goes his Q, there goes his E. Ezreal trying to turn this into something that he can actually work with. Doing a lot of damage on Lee Sin, actually switching over to Misfortune and getting a lot of damage on her. We are seeing that some very good play by this bot lane, even though they are facing an extremely aggressive bot lane versus Misfortune and Janna. They are pushing back and they're not afraid to show them their muscles, so to speak. And here comes the charm off onto Vladimir mid lane, and it's not enough to bring him down, but here comes the Foxfire. Ahri trying to do her best to just poke down this Vladimir mid. And she needs to be careful as a Q flying into her face from Lee Sin. So let's take a look at items here. Hopefully no ganks happen. In the meantime, it seems that Ezreal is aiming for a quick Infinity Edge. He wants that damage as much as possible. We're actually seeing the Ezreal ultimate come in from mid to do the extra damage. You're seeing the ultimate come from in from Ahri. The Vladimir from ult, but it's not going to be enough to stop it. She still has another ultimate off as she can, but she's actually going to aim for this Lee Sin, trying to kill him. The Ignite, will it kill him? Yes, it will. Getting a double kill mid. Very, very good work by Wibble there, being able to kill 2 people with that Ezreal ultimate. That was very good communication from CTPB right there. Very good communication. Basically pinging, I want this Vladimir, just chuck down an ultimate, and I can just fill up the rest with my my ultimate. And it looks with that, they are going to be aiming for another dragon. But bot lane is pushed, so this bot lane can come in and may stop this. Unfortunately, they have no vision on it. Misfortune, Kiswick is making his way towards it. They are pulling it out because they have a feeling that they are coming. that. So another dragon pretty much for free. And Misfortune trying to get that ultimate off to try and steal, but it's just not enough. So, that was very good play, very good communication on the part of CTPB. Very good job by them. So just go back to the items real quick. If we look at... Actually, we look at Ari. She actually just bought her Death Cap, which is extremely good. It gives her a really strong advantage over her mid lane, who is slowly building up to it. And we have Tangy Scott who's actually holding it for her for the time being. Vladimir, who seems to be kind of fell behind kind of behind in CS right there. He's able to get his Death Cap just yet. They're moving towards Blue just to help get it. Top lane we see Jarvan just going with just somewhat damage item, just 2 Dorans just to give him that health. And that behind is getting some sustain in lane. Trundle we see a very tanky build, Phage and Glacial Shroud. We are seeing a ping down here by the combat-trained Pedo Bears. Meanwhile, Lee Sin is moving towards top with red buff. He gets his Q off, and that's going to be quite a bit of damage. Unfortunately, Jarvan is too low to help support him, but he's moving back in. He throws his ultimate down on top of Jarvan here. He's doing quite a bit of damage. He's actually 2v1ing them quite well, but here they're coming back with the damage. Here comes the Ignite and the Exhaust. It's going to do quite a bit. It looks like he's going to draw, and they finally bring him down. It just wasn't enough. That Exhaust really helping out that kill here. And seems like he just got too bit aggressive. He got too overconfident with just how well he was just pushing his lane and just how well he was simply beating him. That he, I guess, didn't have enough time to react to this Lee Sin gank that came in, and just basically that's what killed him. Though he did a very good job of trying to 2v1. Very good play on the part of the Feeding 5 to bring him down and work together to get the kill. Seeing the blue being traded off. Let's get another look at the CS here. Bottom lane, the Ezreal Tinginatsu has 177 CS to Misfortune's 144, so he's doing very good. And he went to shop and bought him the beautiful Infinity Edge. You'll see that he is putting a lot of points into his W, in fact, hoping to counter all that extra attack speed that Misfortune is getting, take down her steroids a little bit. We are seeing that they're pinging the Janna. They do have vision of her. She's clearing these wards. She finally got her Oracle. Is there an Oracle on CTPB? Yes, there is in fact an Oracle on Soraka, so they can start clearing. Ping down on Lee Sin. Ari is moving towards the blue. This is the enemy jungle, so she needs to be kind of careful here. That's the risk of invading the enemy jungle. Their allies are always closer than yours, but she's looking to gank the top lane. Okay, here comes in the Vladimir, and she's using all of her damage onto the Vladimir. Doing a lot of damage off, but here comes the Trundle in, here comes Vladimir, but she's using her ultimate to get the damage off. And there goes the Jarvan ultimate, but it's enough to finish off Ari. Here comes Tangy Scott into support. Here comes also Lee Sin, and so we have a 2v2 situation here, but Tangy Scott is slowly dropping extremely fast. It looks like he will go down, but Jarvan will not go down, and it would be in this Trundle's best interest if he just simply backs off. Meanwhile, bot lane, they are extremely well pushed back. Misfortune taking a lot of damage right there, and they're doing a very good job of dominating this lane. When in many ways this is supposed to counter this, and they're still doing extremely strong. So I can't remember, did Vladimir fall there? I believe he did. He must have, because he's just coming back from base, and he's just picking up his revolver. He really badly wants to see him. But here comes the Lee Sin gank, and the ultimate, the Ezreal doing so much damage that he's just going to turn back on them. There comes the heal from the Soraka ultimate, and they're just turning on Janna right now, just doing absolutely insane amount of damage. They're able to pick her up, and just this bot lane doing an extremely good job of just taking care of their lane. When this is a very good play by them, considering that they are being countered by these two picks, and they're still doing a very good job. So if we look at the global gold here, they are up 8 kills, combat trained Pedo Bears, and the Feeding 5 are 6 kills. We're seeing a 10 gold ahead advantage. And we see Tengi Natsu dive onto this Misfortune, just having no fear and just going all in just to get all these kills. But we have Lee Sin coming in to gank this bot lane as Ahri comes in to put her presence there just to make sure he doesn't do anything too crazy. But he does have the sustain from Soraka, so he will make up for that dive. We have Lee Sin coming in here. He's getting silenced. Here comes Tengi Natsu within the gank. Here comes Ahri with the ultimate. They're able to get that off and they're able to kill the Lee Sin. Very good communication on the part of CTPB right there. Be able to do just take over this bottom lane. Meanwhile, top, they are looking to get a gank off, but Trundle luckily saw that happening. He saw Vladimir, or maybe he just saw that something may have been up, so he's backing off right now. And it looks like they're wanting to take this tower for this next dragon. Trundle is sticking around. He does not want to let them have that. Meanwhile, in this enemy jungle, we have Ezreal just getting extremely aggressive on these Janna, just pushing them back, wanting to have dragon control. And we see him throwing out a Q just to go ahead and start it. But meanwhile, top, they need to actually hurry. Top is getting pushed quite heavily by these two champions. There's not much he can do about that. And it looks like that tower will in fact go to the Feeding 5 while they pick up this dragon. So that even puts them further ahead in gold. They're also 2 towers ahead. And they're still continuing to push into this enemy jungle, just having no fear. They're actually going to get this kill on Lee Sin, who gets caught. And they pick up the kill on that. Just absolute perfect synergy in this enemy jungle right here. Just being able to take control of this area of the map. Just making sure that they can't farm anymore and just putting them farther more ahead. So just to take a look at the items here, Misfortune has her Bloodthirster. And it only has 163 CS to Ezreal's 220 and rising CS. And he already has his Infinity Edge building towards a Phantom Dancer. He may not have the mana, but he will sure have the damage to counteract this. We see on Ahri the Death Cap and the Giant's Belt, which means she's probably building towards her Rylai's. On Trundle we see the Frozen Heart and the Phage, most likely trying to shut down the Jarvan's attack speed. And we see a very support tank build on Maokai. On the Feeding 5 side, we finally have Vladimir with his Will of the Ancients building towards that Death Cap, though he is very much behind in CS compared to the Ahri. On Lee Sin, we have the Santa Cruz items, so Phage.